It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional. And yes, we staying lit, big dog. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. A shout out to my boy Lucky Wheels of Deals. He keeps it lit, man. And shout out to everybody who has checked out the Hive Mind Labs. Link below in the description. Thank you for all your purchases. Make sure y'all guys are using the discount code EVERYDAYPJ to save 15% off at checkout. All right, let's get into it, man. You got your girl, big teeth. I mean, big royal teeth. I mean, big lips. I mean, dang, it just keep falling off my tongue. Big royalty. Shout out to big royalty. We got big royalty in the building, okay? Yeah, big royal teeth. That was funny. Hey, anyway, Big Royalty, she did a podcast the other day, and we just gonna react to the things that she said, and let's get into it. I'm not finna hold you. She was on here for a little bit. Well, apparently it was her. We don't know. We never seen her face. We never seen the avatar. This is all alleged that this is her. It could not be her, but whatever.
And everything revolves around family on Sundays. So when it comes down to like your day-to-day activities, like how do you manage your days, like each day?
Shoot, there ain't no schedule, there ain't no manual book, there ain't no instruction guide. You just gotta go with the flow, and every day is different, but you just gotta keep on moving and do what you gotta do.
Most definitely, gotta keep on moving and do what you do. Most definitely.
Well, we already know there is no structure in anything that you do. There's not no kind of structure. Like, you just wake up and go. Don't even brush your teeth. Just get out the house. You probably brush your teeth with like one of those big old scrubbing brushes that you do your back with or you wash your tub with.
So that's me too. You guys, you have 5 kids, and I have 5 primarily that I have to see after every day too. So how do you take your time out just to make sure that, you know, each kid is getting that one-on-one attention and affection from you?
Well, like I said, y'all already know I got like 5 kids, so I don't treat none of them differently. I don't do no favoritism. I just make sure I at least ask everybody every day how they doing. Are they doing okay? They sick? You know, just normal conversations. Like, don't be scared of your kids, because at the end of the day, you got them and they got you. So it's really nothing to hide. It's just about being open with your kids and letting them be open with you, because if you shelter your kids a lot, that can cause a lot of, you know, anxiety or depression and stuff like that if you don't let them speak their mind. So as you guys know, my kids are very vocal, and I let them, you know, speak for themselves and do a lot of their own things. But just having a normal conversation with your kids as if you were to do anybody else's, it makes a difference.
Right.
Interesting. I can't really comment on like if that's bad parenting or anything, because it's not really. I mean, having conversations with your kids, letting them be open, letting them be free, but to a certain degree. But I'm not gonna say what she does or what she don't do, because we all know. But this is not a Bash Royalty yet show.
Right, most definitely. I have that same mindset.
Boy, I hate this interview. I have that. We got the same thing. Girl, shut up. Y'all are not the same. She want to be royalty so bad. Girl, royalty.
Like when it comes down to my kids as well,
Glizzy
you gotta let them be able to speak, because you don't want them to resent you like the older that they get as well.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to be able to have that open conversation and everything. Like, do you see like any sports or any extracurricular activities in y'all future?
It's definitely gonna be a lot of curricular activities going on around here, because I do want my kids to be very active, not just on, you know, social media and stuff like that.
Bruh, Jalea's 16, Leon is 14, 15, Nation is 11, 12. Never seen one sport. Now they go outside in the yard and play, Never seen one curricular activity, not a chess club, not a glee club, not a choir. Never seen anything. So extracurricular activities, probably not. You probably won't. You probably won't. Trust me. The only extracurricular activities Leon did was go to boxing with CJ. Remember, CJ was taking him out to go do things. Ever since you took him out the equation, what you gonna have Uncle Rico teach him? Come on, man. Have Uncle Rico teach Leon football. It's never too late to learn how to play football, especially now that he's in high school. He can go, if he's athletic, he can just go. But I doubt it.
Like that, but get the physical workouts and stuff they need to, if they want to succeed in life, if they want to become athletes, or if they want to become social media influencers and stuff like that. But my kids, I think they're headed down the right path, because like I said, I let them be what they want. I don't want to force nothing on them, and don't want them to get into something that I like, So.
Right.
Well, fix your Wi-Fi first, but what do you like? We've never seen you kick a soccer ball. We never seen you lift a weight. You went to the gym one time. One time. She's still paying that membership.
Right. No, most definitely. Most definitely. Like I said, I definitely seen Jalea. She tried out for cheerleading, and she was doing what she was doing, like some type of exercises at school too.
Yeah. Lifting.
Okay. All right. So, aside from like being a mom, like what do you like? How do you spend like your quality time with yourself? Like, what do you do like to have like the days that you just spend time like me time? Like, how do you do your me time?
Well, with coming with kids, you really have no time for yourself.
No, you definitely don't have no me time when it comes to kids.
So everybody gets their time. Everybody gets their equal time.
Yes. They all gotta get the equal time. Look,
so yeah, I never just shell my kids out for myself. They always get what they need, whatever they need during the day, or I never not just I'm gonna leave my kids for a week or leave my kids for a couple of days. I make sure I interact with my kids. That's my job.
You never leave your kids? Girl, stop it. Come on, man. Everybody leaves their kids. You leave your kids with grandma all the time. That's what Jalea said. When I have a baby, I'm leaving my kid with you just like you do.
Right. No, most definitely. And I seen like too when you all do go out and do like different things. I do see like when you do go out to have your me time, you take the girls with you to like get y'all nails did and y'all toes did, which is I think is something that's really neat. And I can't wait for my baby to be of that age to where I can, take her out with me to the nail salons and get our nails and our toes did together too.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, when it comes to girls, like females nowadays, they real messy. So like my mom, she's my best friend, so nobody can take that. And of course, that's my mom, and she's like my friend and stuff like that. So of course, I want my girls to grow up to know the difference between a fake person and a real person who is a friend and who's not a friend. So at the end of the day, I got my mom, and she's my real friend. So I got real friends. Still got my friend Lola.
Yes, shout out to Lola. And definitely shout out to Mama Royalty. Like I love the bond that you all have, and I can tell that you guys were raised with love. And
no, they was not raised with love. You obviously did not pay attention to the whole story.
You all know what family is, and how do you and I see how you implement that like with your kids as well. Like when it comes down to like the way that you guys were raised, like all that your mom had did raising you guys, what is something that you use day to day off what she taught y'all growing up?
Just sticking together and just being a family, because at the end of the day, friends, they come and they go. I mean, family does too, but it just all depends on how strong your structure and your foundation is to see how you can be there for each other. So we do have a very, very strong foundation of family from all around the world, and we all help each other no matter what the situation is. So family means a lot, because like I said, friends, they come and they go.
They definitely do. They definitely do. And just know the nation, we behind y'all 1000%
I
on
appreciate
any
that.
given day. Yes, no, you are so welcome. But more so, let's and in with Royalty of Queens, what motivated you to start your own brand?
Honestly, my friend Lola, she actually got me onto that. Even though, I know I had a fan base and people always ask me to, they want clothes and they want this and they want that. But I used to actually work with Lola and her, I think it was her cousin or her aunt. And I was promoting for her. I don't know if anybody remembers, but I used to promote Priceless Couture. And my friend and Lola was
Mhm.
like, you know what, you would make a killing if you just put your image on it, because there's a lot of people out there that look up to you. People want to know what you put on your edges, what kind of lashes you wear, what kind of lip gloss you wear. So, it's just an idea that just came and we ran with it. So we did that. So I know it's not up and running yet, but I still got a lot of orders and stuff people be ordering, but I be giving them their little refunds and stuff like that.
Why are you taking orders and you don't have? See, you know, royalty business rule number one: take the time to build your brand, build your business. Now, look, I'm gonna just use my business for example, my turkey leg business. I know there's things that I need to do to get to the next level. So me going out every weekend and selling turkey legs was not gonna get me there because I was spending too much time working on it and not enough time working on it. I was actually making food on it, and I should have been working on the whole trailer, getting it cleaned up, getting it ready for getting the lights and stuff like that put on, and getting my logo put on and stuff like that. That's what I should have been doing, and that's what I'm currently doing. Taking time back, getting to the bag, putting the money up, and making sure that I got what I need when I get back on them streets. So, royalty, that's what you should have did. Okay, I mean it just take some time and build your business. Okay.
Me right now, I feel like I'm not mentally ready to handle that business
Mhm.
because of all the stuff that I am going through right now. I mean, it's a little minor, a little setback, but in the future, it could be the biggest beauty supply in the world. You never know. So that's
Yes, it
something that
most
I'm
def-
not stopping with. But like I said, I'm not mentally ready right now for all the bombarding and all the stuff that comes along with running a business. So it's very hard to, deal with people that are, not very patient and, stuff like that. They don't understand what you're going through. So I had a lot of people,
right.
just antagonizing me when I couldn't get. I'm going
Somebody cut her
very,
Wi-Fi.
it's very emotional when you do have your own. Like I said, it's not easy. I mean, it's a difficult situation because you it's like you fighting with somebody that's not, on the same type of level that you're on. If you're not on the same level, I think it's going to be very, very complicated.
Most definitely. That's like the only time that it really is complicated. It's just like when you're trying to do one thing and then you have the other one trying to do something else. That I feel like that's the only thing that makes it complicated.
Yeah, and more so if you're not, if you're worried about the next person's personal business and worried
Right.
about what they doing, then that interferes a lot because there's a lot of emotions there. So if you just worry about the kids and do what you got to do for the kids, everything would work out. But if you worried about the next person, who they with, where they at, what they doing, how much money they make, or what they do, that ain't got nothing to do with the kids, then it's a problem.
Right, right. Most definitely. So I got another question, and it's gonna chime back a little bit to when the relationship that you did have with CJ. What was the relationship like between the kids, like your kids and Kamari?
It was cool at sometimes. It was good, but I want to say like it was a lot of I mean, y'all could probably tell from the videos and stuff. It was a lot of like things being like competition wise. Like, how do I explain it? Like, it's like putting them against each other. Like, I can say
Hmm.
that. Like, so it made a little bit of animosity in the house, and like little smart remarks or little jokes that maybe somebody thought was funny, but everybody else doesn't think it's funny and stuff like that. So it's just like
Right.
I don't know, it was just an awkward situation. And, you know, sometimes everybody was just put in situations that where they were just like a pick and choose type of thing. So,
Got it. No, no, and I definitely understand because, like I said, you know, it's your situation is relatable, you know, to a lot of people. Like we
right,
all can understand. Like, you know, you have some people that have step kids, and as much as you don't want to see, you know, kids in competition with each other, it happens. You know, you will
right,
always have some type of divider, whether it's in the household or on the outside of the household. So
right.
that's definitely a very understandable situation.
Yeah, and then when you have, you know, people that, you know, like I said, y'all seen the videos where people were making, you know, smart remarks or little jokes and stuff like that. So that does put kids in awkward situations, and, you know, they don't know how to
Right.
really go about the situation. So,
Right, right. And kids don't deserve that. And you know, I'm glad you know, the way that you handle a lot of things, you know, I applaud like your demeanor, like the way that you handle a lot of situations. I feel like I would have collapsed, you know.
I hear that
With,
a lot. A lot of people that I come across, they always tell me like, "How could you keep it together? I would have been behind bars. I would have had
I'm
these
telling you.
charges. I would have had all that stuff." But at the end of the day, I think of a bigger picture because, like I said, I got 5 lives that I got to look after, not just mine. So I take that with I hold that with a strong hold, because at the end of the day, it's not my kids' choice where they gonna end up. You know, if I was stuck in a wrong situation. So at the
Right.
end of the day, I have a lot to lose, not just my kids, but, you know, a lot of things. So, but my main thing is my kids, and I wouldn't want to put them in a situation because I can't control my anger, or I can't, you know.
Right. Right. No, most definitely. I'm that way too. It's just like for me, I got a lot to lose. Like when it come down to my kids, like they're precious. They mean more to me than anything in this world. So it's just like, and I don't think people understand that, you know,
Right.
that
It's not
kids
about being, or you a sucker, or you scary or anything like that. It's just like I think about things like that. Yeah, I might yap at the mouth, and I might do a little this, little that, but still at the end of the day, I think twice about that. Like, damn, I really got to think about my kids, because at the end of the day, they only got me.
most definitely they only got you. And so with the situation, like when you first found out that, you know, I'm trying to go back to like when the whole home invasion situation happened, because we know that the twins were actively, you know, still seeing their dad, but then that situation occurred. How did you feel like when you heard that you were being blamed for the home invasion?
Shoot, I was in shock. I was like, somebody slap me up and wake me up, because I know I ain't got nothing to do with that. As much as this person has did to me, I wouldn't wish that upon them. But still, like, that would be the last thing running through my mind, is trying to set somebody up or get somebody killed or get somebody shot. Like, my
Right.
heart and my soul is, we will never sit right with me if I had that on my heart.
Right. No, no, I probably want to see you beat up, but I definitely don't want nothing like
Yeah,
that to happen to you. Yeah, definitely. Like, I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy at all.
because that's harsh. That's real harsh.
No, most definitely it is. Um, so when you and CJ first got together, this was like what, 9, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you initially find out that he had a daughter back in Indiana?
I mean, he told me, like, when we first met each other, I told him, yeah, I had 3 kids, and he told me he had a daughter in Indiana. So it was something that we both shared with each other. It was nothing to hide.
Okay. And okay, so there was initially like no beef like between you and his baby mama.
Oh yeah, we had beef before we was even well, I don't want to say beef, but we had got into it a couple of times because she wrote me like on Instagram, but it's like way before we was even Instagram famous. I mean, YouTube famous. So I knew about her way, like, in the beginning of our relationship. I already knew about her. So
Oh, so she made it known.
yeah, and then I mean, CJ said he had a baby mama and stuff like that, but I
Yeah.
didn't really I didn't let that get to me. But when she came in my DMs talking about all that stuff, like, he has a kid and all this other stuff, so I was just like, you know how they be running their mouth when they want to be known.
Yeah, I remember hearing this, and I was talking to Nike on Review That with Des Live, Well, I was in the conversation, and Nike said it didn't happen like that. So, and Nike said she would still have the messages, but she does not have that same Instagram. So it's her story, Nike's story, and the truth. Will we ever know? I don't know.
Most girl, look, I already know. I had my husband baby on tell me, you just around to be his daddy's F, and I was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm his wife now, girl.
Hey, take that title then.
Yes, no, so no, I definitely get it. So yeah, did you have like anything that you wanted to tell? I know we did have a message to you. Like I said, we behind you 1,000%. In regards to anything that you're doing, do you have like any big plans for the future?
If anybody's out here in Dallas, I got a couple of meet and greets that I'll be going to that's set up for me, so you'll be able to see me and the kids. So I'm not gonna speak too much about that, but if you see the little flyers and see little stuff going out, then yeah, I got a meet and greet at the end of the month.
Okay.
And so if y'all want to come out, show some support, y'all can do that. And just the normal out here. I'm not gonna speak about my other business that I got going on out here, but yeah, just continue to do what I got to do on YouTube. Hopefully I can, motivate some single moms out there, motivate some women, motivate anybody that's, has a similar story to mine, and just know that you can make it through whatever storm you going through, no matter what. Just keep your head up high, your chest out strong.
Yeah.
Family, y'all know he was with me for a couple of months, so he's just out there, making up time with his kids and stuff.
To make it seem like she was the one involved when she could have been shot too, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
I'm skipping along if y'all don't know.
That's messed up.
That's crazy.
It's shot o'clock, y'all.
It's shot o'clock, yes. Everybody in the chat, everybody is 800 of y'all here. Take a shot. If you're a child, take a shot of apple juice.
I'm gonna take a puff. I'm gonna
take a puff. Shot
Yeah,
o'clock.
I'm gonna take a few puffs.
Yeah,
I'm
Cap,
done
be
with
puffing.
the two.
That was
Yeah,
a good
for
question,
sure.
though, Cap.
So
Hey, yeah,
did you
I
have
really
any
want to know that.
issues with Lexi initially? Like being around your kids?
I never had a problem with Lexi until, she stepped over her boundaries and thought, she can play in my kid's hair and, do certain stuff like that. Like, I didn't agree with that. And not only that, it was too early for him to even be bringing her around my kids, to be calling her stepmom and stuff like that. So it's just too many big steps.
Right, and then there's lights out here.
Wait a minute. Y'all both brought y'all's people around the kids at the same time. So you want to talk about early? Y'all both had the same amount of time with these people. So make that make sense, okay? And then it wasn't that you had a problem with her doing her hair. You were just a bitter baby mom. Because listen, if you knew you couldn't whoop Lexi, you wouldn't be popping off like that. But you have a small piece of your mind think you could whoop Lexi, so that's why you challenged her to not get her kids' hair done. So now the kids is over at his house for 11 days. What are they supposed to do, Royalty, for 11 days? Not to get their hair done? Make that make sense. Okay? You want them to walk around. I don't know if you've seen kids' hair after 11 days, but it don't be just all put together. So make that make sense. What are you supposed to do? Is CJ supposed to learn to do her? Nike will do her. Tavia will do her. Just not Lexi, huh? I know you ain't gonna tell Nike not to do her, but Nike gonna respect your boundaries. Nike will be like, man, I just let your kid walk around looking crazy because your mama is stupid. But no, I don't think Nike would actually do that, but I believe she would tell her that, like, don't play with me because I'm not finna be playing with your kids, and I'm not finna be playing with you. So you want your kid to walk around looking crazy when she don't have to be, then that's your problem. That's a you problem. That's a bitter baby mama problem. Because you showed her how you no problem doing Kamari's hair.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, playing at people's head, you can get them lights and up. No, you can't be doing that, right?
Right.
Should I?
Black people don't get lice. Now, it's rare that they do. It's rare that they do, but they don't. Okay, we have too many chemicals and moisturizers and stuff and natural greases in our hair. Natural grease in our hair that prevents lice from nesting in our head.
I don't know if anybody know, but like when I was young, I done heard if you let people be playing in your hair, they could be leaving spirits on you. They doing a whole bunch of weird stuff. So when it comes to my kids,
what? People leaving spirits in... Yo, I can't believe she just said that. Dude, and if anybody got any bad spirits, it's that.
people don't got the same common sense like everybody else do.
Right, true.
They don't.
You talking to a whole panel of people with no common sense.
And how do you feel about the people that don't have common sense, that be assuming everything that be going on with y'all in y'all court, you know, in the court case that you got going on?
Majority of the people that got a bad response to say or think that they know stuff either been in the same situation or they just, you know, guessing or assuming, but nobody will never really know anything unless they really go through it through themselves. So people are, I don't know, people are just one-sided, one-minded, and just think that, oh, what they say is the right way, or, you know, it's just, I don't know, everybody got their own way of thinking, so you can't really tell nobody how to think for themselves.
I mean, specifically tell the people who support you, that wasn't they the ones saying, oh, royalty won in court and royalty did this? Wasn't that your people? Even the T-page that supports you, wasn't that them? That was like, oh, royalty won in court, this and that. Wasn't that your supporters? So tell them to don't assume nothing that they don't know nothing about. That makes perfect sense to me.
I got a question. So for the people that's wondering about the whole trying to blow up her daughter at school fighting, what was the comment that the little kid made?
One of the girls was just, you know, going based off what she was hearing off the internet. So this Jalea was just basically going to school every day, having to hear this girl call me a crackhead or say that we broke or we ain't got no money or you ain't got no dad and stuff like that. So she was just basically tired of hearing that for months. And I mean, it was reported to the office a couple of times, but sometimes, you know, the school don't really do nothing unless something serious happened, and it got to the serious point, and then now they want to act concerned. So it was reported when it first started happening. Now, you know, I just told Jalea ignore it, and Jalea know, like, they know the truth, they know what's really going on. So it's just like she just got tired of hearing it, and you know, it just happened. So if you can't stop running your mouth, then that's what's gonna happen.
Facts.
Thanks.
And Jalea beat the brakes off that too. Shout out Jalea. Dub.
Yep. But
So
that was just
I got
you know,
one more
a defense mode.
Yeah, she was defending herself.
She was definitely defending herself.
Yeah, and it was
So I
not
got
like
one
Jalea
more-
was bullying anybody or anybody. It was just more so everybody was just antagonizing her about what was going on the internet, because yeah, other kids, even though my kids might not see it, other people do see it, and then they take it and they run with it and feel like use it as a weapon. So
That's fucked up.
That
Yeah,
is,
you keep
that
picking and
is.
picking and picking.
That is.
Exactly, and
You
that's
get what
all
you came
based
for.
on another person that's supposed to be her dad is coming out, you know, saying all this stuff about her mom. You know what I mean?
right.
Right.
Exactly.
That's fucked up.
It's
That
really
is really-
fucked up, man.
I
Like,
don't know how you
man.
could have did it, friend. I would be in jail right now, so I'd be in
I-
prison.
Lola 10 mug shots. Lola 10 mug shots.
I was
Man,
I would have had a
all
mug
that
shot every event. But then,
Oh my God, y'all are so strong. Cause I know
I
when my
love
name
it.
mentioned, I gotta react to you. Y'all so strong. Y'all. I
Right.
don't understand where you get your strength from to deal with this situation.
I
You
say
have
this
a lot
shit
of
every day.
strength.
I say it every day to her.
It's
Solid as
real
a rock, baby.
stressful. It's real stressful that your former stepdad is dating Bruce Jenner.
That part.
I'm screaming.
That should have triggered you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
this whole situation will mentally break a person down to insanity.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like, and especially when it's dealing with her kids in the school. You know, you getting bullied left and right for things that they hear off the internet. They need to be stopped. I'm sorry. I'll leave it to another video.
I got something. How was you as a girlfriend?
Bro.
How was you? Can you tell them how you was as a girlfriend?
This
A
dumbass
girlfriend for who?
question.
CJ?
Well, I'm saying, what did you do every day?
Every day or whatever.
She cooked, she cleaned.
Yeah, did the daily thing. Like whatever needed to be done, it got done. No questions asked.
And there wasn't no cheating scandals in her name.
And she played the background more, so it seemed like from the old videos.
Yeah, I was
have his
mainly in the
limelight.
background. I was just doing the behind the scenes stuff, you know, because somebody else wanted all the shine, so I gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And you bought the computer and the camera, right?
Sure did.
Okay. But you brought.
Anyway, she bought that with her tax money. But they was going up anyway. They needed to build their channel up. He put you in a different place too. So while you stayed the background and received handouts, okay, and all you did was cook and clean, why are you bashing Lexi for just cooking and cleaning? Lexi is 24 years old with a career and no kids. I want to see you do that, royalty. You had all the ample time in the world, but you thought your little reign as a queen who didn't work was going to last forever. And now you out here trying to grind it out. I understand grinding it out, but you wasted a whole lot of precious time trying to be a royal queen when you should have been trying to be your own person and didn't have nothing to stand on. Because when you say you left with nothing, you got that YouTube channel. That's your main source of income. And you got to keep that going to keep other stuff going. So that makes sense.
But what I learned,
but
you can't never dim your
came
light.
up, but you sitting in the background and somebody is doing everything else, but you really bought the camera and you know what I mean? You're in the video, your kids is in the videos, right?
Yeah.
So how you just living for free? I'm just trying to understand their logic. You know what I'm saying? Help me help you. So I can know how to handle you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got a hot seat question though.
You left, they baby daddy left them. You the baby mama that left. They mad and shit. Like, what the fuck?
I'll skip it through again.
Levels to this shit.
And I feel like that's why a lot of hate
leaving
came
that
in.
Versace robe, everyone wore that. I knew she was leaving.
Well, I'm happy for you, friend. Keep shining. Fuck the haters. The haters gonna keep hating.
Yes, fuck the haters. They gonna keep hating.
Misery love company and birds of a feather flock together. So fuck.
And when we gonna get some pancakes? I want some pancakes.
Ooh, them royal cakes.
And you gotta cook them in Atlanta. You gotta cook them in Atlanta.
Hey, the only person that's getting these pancakes is Rico.
Rico, the only person that want them flapjacks. But anyway, to speak on, Seven said something that Seven who 8'9", that big bitch. Seven said she learned that you never supposed to let somebody, hold you back from doing something. I think they skipped over that because she was trying to tell royalty, why would you give up everything to let this man just control everything? And at the end of the day, now, regardless if you cooked or clean, you was just a glorified maid. He was taking care of your kids for the longest through that whole thing. So if you had to cook and clean, you had to do that for your kids anyway. What, you just gonna let them starve? And y'all did a whole lot of eating out, remember? A whole lot of eating out. And you want to talk about keeping your family business out. You're the one who've exposed everything. Nobody would know anything had you not exposed it, royalty. So stop lying. Like, this is why I don't like this interview. Like, they didn't ask her about the stuff that she says she want to keep everything off the internet, but then she exposes all the stuff. Why would you expose it, bro? I would ask you that. Why would you expose CJ, if you want to keep things off the internet, why would you hand all this information over to T channels if you want to keep stuff off the internet? Why do you want to make him look bad to keep him out, but you want to keep stuff off the internet? That doesn't sound the same. That's two different. That's two different logics right there. But whatever. If y'all want to listen to the rest of this ass kissing and D riding, y'all go on over there to the big chick who can't dress, who wore 8 different colors to her wedding. That girl had on so many colors, she looked like a a Ferris wheel. Shout out to Lips and Hips royalty. Royal teeth. We're gonna call them the royal teeth, okay? Everyday people, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.